The Pottawatomie County Commission will meet for the first time in the new year today as they'll welcome in 4 new commissioners and say goodbye to 2 others. Pat Weichselman and Greg Wright will say goodbye to the County Commission. Both men will be honored at the end of the meeting this morning. Set to replace them on the commission are Merle Page and Bill Drew. Also, 2 new members will be added as the commission has expanded from 3 to 5 members. One of those is Gary Yenzer, a former commissioner who served from 2011 to 2015, and Terry Force, the former mayor of Wheaton. This morning's meeting is set to get underway at 8:30 in Westmoreland. Meanwhile, back here in Riley County, commissioners will also meet for the first time in the new year following a cancellation last Monday due to last weekend's snowstorm and a national day of mourning for former President Jimmy Carter on Thursday that closed government offices. At this morning's meeting, commissioners will hear from department heads on a number of fronts, including a number of budgetary items. That meeting will get underway as well at 8:30. The K-State Gardens are celebrating a milestone in 2025. More than 200 people filled the K-State Alumni Center in Manhattan for a luncheon Saturday to kick off the 150th anniversary celebration of the Gardens, located at 1500 Denison Avenue. Lunch was served by Nico's Little Italy, and local barbershop quartet, the Charades, provided entertainment. Attendees were also given a packet of seeds to plant this spring. K-State President Richard Linton thanked everyone who has helped support the Gardens.
It takes a village in order to be able to help support this incredible asset that we have on campus that I think not nearly enough people recognize and enjoy. We're hoping to be able to change that over the next several years, and that's why I'm so excited about this 150th year celebration.
Gardens Director Scott McElwain said the Gardens have created personal connections.
I'm proud, not just for K-State, but the Manhattan community. It's had an impact on people's lives. I mean, it's played a valuable role, and I think it's a pretty special place, and I feel glad that I've been able to be part of its history.
Events to celebrate the Gardens' 150th anniversary are set to continue throughout the year. Well, as we mentioned last week, PowerSchool, which is a software that's used to keep track of students' report cards, fill out school forms, or put money in cafeteria accounts, has been attacked by a cyber strike throughout the country. Several schools have been impacted, including USD 320 Wamego. Superintendent Rob McKim said that the district is still trying to determine what information was taken in the cybersecurity breach. He also says they are working with PowerSchool at this time to try to resolve the issues. USD 383 Manhattan Ogden was not affected by this because they don't use it. They use Infinite Campus. However, the Human Resources Department does use it for a few matters. However, it wasn't affected, according to Director of Communications and School Safety Michelle Jones. Also, USD 384 Blue Valley Randolph and USD 475 Geary County were not affected by the breach. K-Man has reached out to other area schools but is yet to hear back. A Manhattan man remains behind bars following a Saturday morning arrest for robbery. 42-year-old Douglas Carson was arrested around 10:45 a.m. in the 1400 block of Reith Avenue on 1 count of burglary, dwelling to commit a felony theft, domestic violence, or sexually motivated crime. He remains confined within the Riley County Jail on a total bond of $8,000. According to court records, Carson was arrested at the same location on the same charge back on October 8th of last year, and he was issued a $4,000 total bond for that offense. More on the day's headlines can be found at our website, newsradiokman.com and themercury.com.
The Apple Watch Series 10 is here. It has the biggest display ever. It's also the thinnest Apple Watch ever, making it even more comfortable on your wrist, whether you're running, swimming, or sleeping. And it's the fastest charging Apple Watch, getting you 8 hours of charge in just 15 minutes. The Apple Watch Series 10. Available for the first time in glossy jet black aluminum. Compared to previous generations, iPhone XS or later required. Charge time and actual results will vary.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. Emmanuel Sharp scored 15. Joseph Tugler had 13 to go with 10 rebounds, as 12th-ranked Houston used a pair of big first-half runs to rout K-State Saturday afternoon, 87-57 at Bramlage Coliseum. The Wildcats find themselves now having dropped 3 straight.
Every time we made a mistake, they made us pay. Sometimes when we didn't make a mistake, they made us pay. They have like different level athletes. I mean, our guys were in rebounding position, but they got their hand on every rebound. Even when they didn't get it, they got their hand. So we weren't able to get, very rarely did we ever get a clean rebound. They had 52 points in the paint, 20-second chance points to our 1.
Coach Jerome Tang, as his Wildcats suffered a third straight loss to drop to 7-8 overall. They'll host Texas Tech tomorrow night and attempt to break that slide with coverage at 7 that evening on 101.5 K-Rock. Tamira Poindexter had 24 points as 12th-ranked K-State beat BYU 92-65 for a 12th straight win. Poindexter made 5 3-pointers and finished 9 of 14 overall. Aoka Lee added 19 points for the Cats. Serena Sundell 12, plus added 13 rebounds for K-State, which improved to 5-0 in the Big 12. The Cats are 17-1 for a second consecutive season. They'll welcome in Arizona Wednesday night. Josh Allen threw 2 touchdown passes. James Cook scored on a 5-yard run and finished with 120 yards rushing. Buffalo ousted the Broncos from the AFC playoffs 31-7. The 5-time AFC East defending champion Bills advancing to the divisional round for a 5th straight postseason. They'll face the Ravens next Sunday night. Jaden Daniels ran for a critical first down to set up a 37-yard field goal. That was good by Zane Gonzalez by inches, as the Commanders beat the Buccaneers 23-20 in an NFC tilt. Also, Jalen Hurts threw 2 touchdown passes. Dallas Goedert threw 3 stiff arms on a rugged touchdown catch, and the Eagles rode their NFL best defense to a 22-10 win over the Packers. That's your check of sports. Good morning. I'm Troy Coverdale.